is just going to take it to the house.
There's the snap, and Riggins good. Oh, he's got the first down for 40. He's gone. The 35, the 30, he's gone. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. Holy cow, what a play. 42-yard touchdown run on 4th and a foot.
What made it phenomenal is John Riggins was 33 years old. He goes into Joe Gibbs' office and says, hey, give me the rock. They gave him the ball against the Lions, over 30 carries, first round. Second round against the Vikings, over 30 carries. Against the Cowboys, over 30 carries.
Riggins again has 8 straight carries.
So by the time he played against the Dolphins with today's players, they're tapping out. You know, John Riggins is on carry 30 whatever when he gets that ball, and he runs right through Don McNeil.
Poor Don McNeil.
Yeah, poor Don McNeil on this. It's kind of like the mud on a mud flap of a truck, of some type of semi going down the highway.
I think people have completely overlooked the fact now that he was clearly the best running back of the 70s. So if you sort of realize that he's the best running back at a time when the most important part of the offensive game is running the football, I think you could easily argue that O.J. Simpson is the most valuable player of the 70s for the entire league. Every time he ran the ball, it was almost like the Bills' equivalent of throwing the ball deep. It might not work, but if you made a mistake, they would score.
As opposed to when the Saints have the ball. Oh, look at this run. What a run. Marshawn Lynch. Still on his feet. Has blockers now. He's dancing his way to the touchdown.
Here's Lynch. Oh, some high stepping and some shifty maneuvering. And Peterson tries to strip him. Did he stay in bounds? Because if he stayed in bounds, he's going to go all the way.
Snap on third down. Back to pass. Dumps over the middle. Caught by Adrian. And he buried a Steeler. He's inside the 40 to the 30. Thrown out of bounds at the 25.
That man right there, Adrian Peterson, look at that shot.
Goodness.
And he'll add to that total. Breaking into the open field. And he shoves away one, shoves away another, and blasts his way into the end zone.
Third and 1 from the 2. Here's Bo. And here goes Bo for the touchdown. He and Bosworth one-on-one, and Jackson just shoves him into the end zone.
Here's Brian Bosworth. They're going to meet on the 2-yard line and end up in the end zone. Watch the Boz. He plays it perfectly, flows to the football, meets Bo Jackson at the 2. Sorry, 220 beats 240.
Like one of those cowboy movies where a guy is coming at him and then he gets shot once, he goes down, he gets shots again, and he gets again and again, and he's still walking. Then all of a sudden, big explosion, go boom, arm over here, arm over there, leg over there, and they still trying to get together. That's the type of runner I was.
Walter Payton was more than just a great runner. He was the most complete football player in the history of the game.
A lot of guys wanted to try to tackle him low, but if you hit him in the thighs, you're going to bounce off of him. Playing the Rams, he just put his helmet right in his chest, and the guy just kind of folded. Another guy grabs his jersey, it breaks away. It was just kind of like a commercial.
I thought he was going to be a great back. It turns out that he's the greatest running back of all time.
You test yourself in every way, stamina-wise, mentally, courage.
Jim Brown, the greatest running back that has ever breathed.
He had great balance, he had great speed, he had great size. At 235 pounds, he could run 100 yards in under 10 seconds. When he made up his mind to do it, he was going to do it. You couldn't knock him off his feet.
He always shocked everybody how fast he was.
Power. I mean, he had power. You didn't see nobody knock him down. Look at the film. You don't see nobody knock him back. You see him go in the stacks and he come out.
He never missed a game.
Bettis was just impossible to tackle.
The bus shakes him off like flies.
Obviously, he's a huge guy, but just how thick he was through the midsection, through his legs, it's like, you know, he used himself like a battering ram, and no one could get their arms around him.
When they get a load of me.
He's the type of guy who will run you over and say, good hit. So as a 195-pound free safety, you just kind of didn't want to see that guy get past the linebackers.
You saw Jerome Bettis running at you with a full head of steam. Would you want to tackle him?
And a bus leaves clean marks all over his spine.
No, who would want to tackle him? You don't get paid enough for that.